Good morning. My name is Ross Delano, and this is my Inflate Further class. It's a general survey where we're learning about a lot of different shapes, introducing some new tools, and also some fun accessories. So with me, as always, is my assistant, Nkosi Barber. Say hi.
What's up, y'all?
This is my class. Introduce my class. And with us, as always, is Dan, the cameraman. Say hi, Dan. Dan has done, what did we figure out, like 60 of these at least over the last bunch of years. So anything you guys are seeing at home, usually Dan is filming it. So today is bottle day here at Inflate Further. So we're going to make 2 bottles, hopefully in the time allotted, probably in the time allotted. We're also going to work with this color application called shards, which is a special application that we're going to start now. All right, you want to pick up that? Yeah, pick up that orange. So guys, we're going to use bar color for these shards. So what I do to do that is I'm going to make a collar. All right, so a collar is just a little sort of basically collar of glass. We blow through it, pops that bubble, right? And that bubble is super thin, so I'm going to go over here to the glory hole and crack it, pop it open. And you can do that anywhere. We just like to do it underneath the hood because like little floaties of glass will fly around. And so now I got a hole, right? I got a hollow cavity in there. It's just like a straw again. And so I'm going to take my jacks. I'm going to put those in there and I'm going to roll this back. And the idea is like you don't have any separation between that color bar and the pipe, right? It just leaves a little area for the glass to stick on. Really good application for color bar if you're going to be using smaller stuff like 1 or 2 gather pieces. Tomorrow we'll go over overlays, which is I'm sure you guys have heard of, just like rolling the color over a clear bubble. So that leaves a layer of clear on the inside. But for the shards, we want pure color on pure color. So Kosi's heating up the outside color. All right, so we got a nice blue and a nice yellow. Right, these are just solid chunks of color, right? Solid chunks of pure color. Right by Ken, you look down, there's a bunch of bar stuff. And we'll start doing this like Thursday, we'll do more stuff, like I said, then Friday we'll do a couple of different bar applications. The thing with this, right, is that, like I was saying yesterday, it's like you need to put core heat into it, right? So like you have to melt it in so it's goopy all the way around. It's a technical term, goopy. So what we'll do, right, we'll put a little bubble in this, and then we'll put that over that, and then we'll blow it out into this sort of eggshell pattern. Fan on? It is. All right. Rolling that up. So this is moving around a little bit, but it's still pretty stiff in the middle, like core. We call that a honey-covered rock, right? I'm sure if you guys have used bar color before and you're like, oh, this is pretty hot, and I blow into it and the bubble goes like off to the left or to the right, that's because that inner core is still cold, right? So we really just got to melt the hell out of this. All right, one more time on the marble. You can see too, there's still a little bit of a color, like it's still darker there, so that tells me that core isn't hot enough. But once you get it into a nice rounded shape, you can really soak this with heat. How you doing, Kos? Okay. Yeah, so you see Kosi has a larger chunk of color, right? I probably won't use all of it, but it's good to have a little bit more than this one, right? Because we got to roll that color over this color. So a little bit of air. Shake it, makes it come out quicker. It's called science. Right, you see, since I can't see it, but you saw it sort of inflate, it did do a little bit of like sort of off-centeredness, but we're gonna blow this thing up anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Over on that marber. So basically what I'm looking for is like the bottom of an egg shape, right? So we can roll that secondary color over that. There we go. Just gonna let that cool. All right. Right, and for any overlay, right, you want this to be nice and stable, right? About 1,000 degrees, hard as a rock. Yeah, shorten that guy up. And Kosey's preparing an overlay shape right now. And what you wanted to do is drop like a teardrop, right? So he's concentrating a lot of the marvering on that tip, right? And pushing that color sort of towards himself, right? Thickening that up. And also, right, the tip of that glass is going to be the first thing into the glory hole and the last thing out, right? So that the tip of your glass always gets hotter. And so that's why he's concentrating that, because he wants that neck to be nice and hot. And then we're going to drop that whole thing. You need one more, or are you ready?
One more.
One more? Okay. Do a quick little flash. Got to balance yourself, right? Just, you go right into that glory hole. All right. Yeah, just roast it. Yeah, just roast it. You can come over here too if you want, so the kids at home can see. Use the yolk. All right, so again, sitting at the bench or standing in the bench, right? He's gonna come here so my arm is free, right? So still got my blowpipe on the old toe crotch, right? So between my big toe and my middle toe. Just keeps it stable. You could have it on the floor, but that tends to slip around a little bit, and it can like scrape up the blowpipe tip. All right, nice and hot. So he keeps it turning, right, till I grab it, and he shoots that backhand right up. All right, and we'll go ahead, we'll push that on there. Nice. Bring it up, probably cut about that much off. And the idea with these overlays is to get a nice even coating, no matter what it is, if it's for shards, or if you're gonna go and make a vessel out of this. So give them a little hat. We go right back into the heat, right? For this to work, that core has to remain cold, and that outer layer has to be ripping hot. I'm gonna go over there, Dan, just to show them how to roll it up. Just letting you know. And I forget who told me this, but I thought it was always very good. It's like rolling up your socks, right? You have a certain finite amount of material that you need to get up there behind the moil. And so what I'm going to do, right, hold it up, let it fall, and then I'm going to push forward on it. Like that, right? Give me a little hat, right? And as I'm bringing it forward, I'm pushing down, right? But once this lip sort of flattens, you've run out of material, right? So the last thing you want to do is seal that back. All right, we'll do that one more time. We'll get this part nice and juicy. Ooh. A little hotter. Fortunately, I've chosen two real stiff colors, so this is going to be great. Okay, so a little lower of an angle now. Oop. Oh, almost ruined Christmas. So you see I got that core a little too hot, right? So I went to force it over there and smushed it around. So I don't have it completely over my color, but that's okay, right? Because most of what we need is down here anyways. If you start heating up one of those rubber coated guys. So now I'm gonna roast it, right? Now I'm gonna get it as hot as I possibly can. Probably take me a couple times to blow it up. Like I can see myself and Harry's desk. I look pretty good. Strong, capable. All right, big heat on this. You see there's a little bubble in there, but it's like we're gonna shatter this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. All right, see that bubble right there? Sticking out? It's all right. Don't sweat the small stuff. Big old. And you can see it expanding evenly, right? That's how I know that bubble's starting to stretch, starting to go towards the tip. So we'll get it started. Let's roll that tip one more time, just to make sure. All right, now we'll go for the big. Yeah, I like it's on a 5-second delay. Don't gather on it, just warm it up for me so it's ready to go. Yeah, we'll do the Roman bottle quick and then we'll do the pull neck. All right. Just marble that real quick. Get that back into shape. And again, with shards, it doesn't really matter. I kind of over blew it a little bit. But we'll chill that and then we'll just puff this sucker up. All right, here we go. All right, you want to move that bar for me, Ken? I'm going to go right on there. Ooh, I'll take the pan, though. Okay, so now this is like eggshell thin, right? I'm going to do this as cool as possible without getting into anybody's eye. All right, ready? Ooh, I like it. Yeah. So I'll leave this guy out for you guys to try today. Some of that thicker stuff you're definitely going to want to sort of avoid, right? So I could have done a better job heating that top up. What you're looking for really, ideally, is something like that. Right? Cool. So you can heat this, you have to heat this up before you use it. You either got to use a fluffy torch, if you have a fluffy torch, thank you. Or we have an electric pastorelli over here, right? So we have these sort of preheated. We made these already today, so they're raring to go, right? You want to do a little starter bubble for me? Thank you. So I started working on this last night, but this is sort of what we're going to do, right? This is a Roman bottle, okay? So basically, like, right, we go up to here. This is stuff you've all done before, right? All 3 days, right? That's the same. So this is where it starts to get a little weird, right? Because normally, like, we cut our neckline or marver it. This time, we're going to heat the out of it, and then we're going to hang it. We're going to form it into a tube, a nice long tube, right? And then once it's super long, right, we're going to start to blow out the bottom. What's going to happen is this part's a little chilly. That's going to be stable, right? And this part will still be soft, ideally, and we're going to blow it out nice and round. So there's two sort of types of bottles there are, right? There's ones with like the swoopy neck that sort of like naturally transition into a neck. Then there's the ones where it's like ball cylinder, right? That's the pull neck. So first one, this one I think is a little easier. This move right here is what we call the do or die move, right? Because you get it nice and long. You're like, oh my God, it's getting long. And you go level. And if you go level too early, it sort of bundles up like a clown balloon, like a balloon animal, right? So we're going to try not to do that. I think we are going to use the blue on that. So I had Kosi start a little starter bubble for me over there. And so we're going to gather blue over that just to make it a little lighter, right? That blue looks a little soupy. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Perfect. A little bit. And so shards, we'll pick those up. I'll block it into shape, and then we'll go right to pick those up. Some really fun ASMR. You do ASMR in your video? No? You know what that is? No. It's like when people like rub the microphone or I don't know what else, like scratch stuff. What do you describe ASMR? Whisper? That's ASMR? A whisper. Okay. All right, I'm gonna, I got it, I got it, I got it. Graceful. You pull the blue up. Pull the blue up, yep. So like everything, we'll, what? Oh, we'll throw it back in there when we're done. We'll do that for the second piece. Got a 10 anywhere? There we go. Of course. All right, a little cold. We'll gather up. Thanks, buddy. Ooh, it's still nice and full. Oh yeah, it's gonna make a beautiful picture. All right, right, nice and slow, nice and in control, right? Turn just as fast as the glass is falling. I got this, I don't even need it. So shape centering and cooling. All right, hanging it down. And you can see where that iron is, right? You can see that cold area. And when I stop turning, right, that sort of confirms where the end of that iron is. We're gonna try to not get the shards on there. All right, do a quick little heat and we'll go over to the shards. So you guys can come on over, show you how to put the shards on. And again, you don't need an electric pastorelli. It's a fun tool that we have here at the studio. So I hang it down. I give myself as much space as possible. Yep, go ahead. We'll open it up. And now you sort of just tap, tap, tap. Yeah. You can break them too and then pick them back up. Super fun. Yeah, literally like eggshells. So I thought it was funny that you brought the the eggs today. It was awesome. All right, so these are pretty thin, right? So we got to melt these guys in. You can go in as many times as you want. I'm just going to go one layer for this picture. We're going to go ahead and melt these in. All right, and then we're going to roll them on the marble, right? And this is going to be bumpy, right? That's the sort of, it adds texture as well as this effect. And the reason we blow the bubble first is because they get too thin if you if you don't do a starter bubble. Right? You sort of see that effect. It's like putting tissue paper on stuff, right? But it's glass. I don't know. I think it's super fun. You don't see this technique a lot anymore. My buddy Aaron Lehman does that. Aaron Lehman Glass does a lot of it in his work. I learned it from Jordana. She does a lot of it in her work as well. Jordana Corson, Hot Glass Mama on Instagram. Little plug. All right. Marving the tip, pulling it back. We'll inflate it a little bit just to see where that bubble is, right? Ooh, it's up there. Yeah, you blow for a sec, please. Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah. Blow hard, blow this thing up in my face. Good, off. So that bubble's a little small, right? You can actually see, right, I still have like little thickness down there. I'm gonna bunt that tip a little bit. Oh, there's still plenty of time to mess it up. This is actually that, yeah. Kelly got us like an iris brown, so it'll shine right up, so we'll play with that afterwards. So I'm just gonna shape this a little bit more so it falls nice, and then we'll get to it. So right now we're about step, I don't know, 5.5, 5+, right? And so you want a lot of thickness down there, but I sort of have too much thickness. You see that point? I'm gonna push that point in and then have Kosi blow a little bit. Go ahead and blow for me, buddy. And that'll hopefully fill that thick part out a little bit. Good, off. All right, so here comes the do or die move, right? I'm gonna heat it up, I'm gonna let it stretch as much as I can, and then before it gets cold, I'm gonna come up and jack the line, right? Kosi's gonna stand by in case I do too good a job, right? This is blue. So you could also keep it hanging and somebody cut the neck for you. We love teamwork here. All right, big heat, big heat. Oop. All right, so here we go, right? A lot of heat on there. I'm not going horizontal or vertical immediately, right? I'm just sort of gauging it. Slightly down, letting it stretch. Right, once we got that tube, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start blowing. Right, a little more. And then immediately get there and start cutting your neckline. Just started, okay. So if that's trouble for you guys, if you don't think that you're gonna be able to cut that neckline, have your assistant do it while you're hanging it down, right? That's totally fine. Real quick. Again, cutting that neckline. Remember, about the size of a nickel or a dime. That's what we're looking for. All right, still not there. I'm gonna go quick, right? Because this part here is really, really thin, right? So if you let that neck cool down completely, then you're kind of, you know, up a creek without a paddle. All right, one last time. All right, what I'm doing is I'm looking at this out here. Can I have you blow a little bit, please? Yep. Blow, blow, blow. Nice, off. So now, right, we got that nice transitional swoopy neck. Now you can treat this bubble as a separate piece, right? So you could hang this down, stretch it, you can hold it up like you guys were doing the bowls yesterday, but just sort of leave that neck alone, okay? That neck is what it's gonna be. All right, so one last time. Blow, please. A little bit harder now. And off. Good. Cool. Natalie, can you get ready to paddle for me? Thank you. So all the way in, right? Flashing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now just that very bottom, right? Not really messing with anything else. In we go. So I'm gonna take my paper, cool that part down, bring it up here, go ahead, and go on a little edge, like try to get in the notch of my paper. Good, blow please, Kosi, nice and soft, a little harder. There you go. See how she's inside my paper, right? But not moving, like allowing me to move back and forth, right? Just like that. All right, everybody off. Cool, punty please. I'll take that, I'm gonna flatten it again. Just a little bit more, thank you. All right, a little divot on there. I'll give it a little extra puff. Ooh, let's see how these shards look, all shiny. This will go away, but this will give us a little indicator. Maybe. All right, just keeping it flash, right? We're in that holding pattern. Plenty of time. Nah, it'll be fine, probably.
Don't do that to me.
All right, fine, taking an extra little dip on top. It is for the internet, right? And the internet is forever. I really do like the nice natural shape of this, sort of like this teardrop shape. Come on. glue, it's gonna get real shiny. I just saw that. Yeah, pull a little bit off the tip and then give it a flash, or flash and then pull something off the tip, we're good. All right. Good, let's bring it on over. All right, so I keep turning when I put my piece on as he stops turning. That helps me shape and center it. All right. How you feel? Good? Okay. All right, I do 3 little drops, bring it up. Nice. Cool. Away we go. So I got a pretty thick neck up there, which is good because I was planning on shooting you guys trimming anyways. I'm not very good at it, but we'll show you. All right, so longest heat in the process, really isolating that, right? This is the point that you can make the tube longer if you'd like, right, by trimming it. Thanks, buddy. I know, boring. Sorry, guys. Way she goes. Good thing we're using the blue, though. All right, so nice and hot up there. I'm gonna take my tweezers. I pinch all the way around to cool that, the lip, and then I pull. You know, I saw Jesse doing it the other way yesterday. That's totally fine as well. You see how that neck is getting nice and long now? We'll start in here, turn slow, cut fast. All right, just like that. And look, I made a spout. Totally on purpose. All right, so now we'll go ahead and open it, right? Questions, comments, concerns, observations, anecdotes, haikus, soliloquies, sonnets. That's all I got. All right, big heat on that, right? Take a little paddle from you, buddy. And starting up on there. Pushing out, yes, please. How big should I make this? I don't even know. I don't know. Shear off. Where was that spout? Let's do it right. So yeah, now I'll do the spout. Coasting. Once you start for the handle, let's do like 2 small ones on a double dip. All right, so sending Coasting to make a handle, we'll just start with a round gravity handle for you guys. And so Joe, you were asking about that spout yesterday. See what I can do for you. So I'm gonna keep it. I kind of heated it a little too deep, so let me just cool that edge with the paper a little bit. Try not to touch the lip, and then we'll find a fun spot like right here to do that. Push forward, right? And then go back to straighten it. All right? Push forward. If you want for bonus points, which I can't do, which I didn't even try, is you can try to cut it like on a gooseneck angle. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, just taper that up and I'll just hang out. All right. So, not so round again, we'll round that guy out. While we're waiting. Nice. All right, nice quick flash, Kosi. So 2 types of handles, right? You can go from the top or you can go from the bottom. I'm going to go from the bottom and do a gravity handle, just to show you guys, right? I'm going to start on the base, move up. We'll take this, diamond shears. There we go, perfect, got it. Start up, flip. I'm going to go ahead and go right here on there. Draw up slowly, right? We'll cut it, flip, flip, flip. Ah! Try to be cool. Whoa, that's what happens. All right, so we'll stick that guy on there. And right, that's still warm. I want it to be warm, right? If I work on it too much and cool it down, if I want to shape it again, you're gonna have to heat the whole thing up. And with this blue, it's already super soft. All right. So in we go. Push that down on the surface. And roll it up. So I'll roll out, then I'll roll up. All right, and roll it back. Roll up. Actually got that one pretty on center. Usually I make like a left-handed or a right-handed one. All right? So I'll do that one more time for fun. What's that for?
I said double dip.
Oh, no, I didn't. We can do another handle on it, though. Hell yeah. We got time. All right. And right now, it's pretty cold. Whoopsies. Is that my diamond shears? Of course it was. All right. Waiting on Kosi, we'll torch the back. Waiting on Kosi, we'll torch the back. Give it a little heat. I'm almost just gonna stick it right on top of the other one. All right, nice big flash. Yeah, that's good. Come, one more little flash, Kosi, and bring it on over. I've never done this before, so we'll try it. We'll see how it looks. Could look great. Could look terrible. Perfect. Ready? Straight up. I don't know what's gonna happen. Shh. Ah. Okay. Well, I did it. I'm not sure what it is, but I did it. 2 handles. All right, we'll take a little bit, we'll straighten that out. Right, that's a little wide up there. Should have sort of put it on the inside, looks like, right? Let's round that out there.
I like it like that.
Yeah, right? Fun, kind of spunky. You like it, Dan?
I like it.
He's saying that. All right, here, Kosi, flash this for me for a second. Yeah, I gotta go get some. Oh yeah, no, yeah, we are out of time. Yeah, I will be right back. Oh no, we're good. All right. Well, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. Okay, ready? I will take that. Coming on out. You can get your gloves on. We're gonna do this. We're gonna step on the magic pedal. Woo! Make it all shiny. So, kind of difficult. I overheated it, right? So I'm gonna go nice and light, straighten it out, round that handle back out. It's crazy. I love it. All right.
I didn't realize I had my hat on. I put the shield.
All right, I'll pick it up. Straight up and down. Little bonk. Beautiful punny. Yeah, I'll torch it. Why not? Thank you. Real quick. Awesome. Off. Yep. Away we go. All right. So that's the easy one. Next one we're going to do, let's put the put those other shards out on the marver, and we'll torch those just to show them the different way to do it. All right. Big reveal. Burr, 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 burr. So the pull neck, right, guys? Same thing, right? Setup that you've done, blow to 3/4. This is the difference between that Roman bottle and the pull neck. You're going to overblow the shoulder, more or at least as much as you're doing with the bowls, and then we're going to use that shoulder to draw it out to create that neckline, right? Same thing, right? You have to quickly cut in that jack line, but then you can go back. And the nice thing about this is you can shape that bottom ball as you desired, right? You can make it, you can hold it up, you can make a squat form, you can make a cylinder, you can make sort of an amphora shape with the pint glass form, or like tomorrow we're gonna do wasted forms. You could cut a neck in that, right? And make these cool bottles. There's a lot of different shapes you can do with just this bottom ball. I'm gonna keep it round just in the interest of time. And then we'll put a little foot on there for fun. And then maybe we'll do some split handles. Ooh. Let's see, let's put these over there, and then we'll torch them up. We'll see how we do. Yeah, let's get this nice and close. Turn this on. Turn this on. Turn that on. There it goes. Sorry, Kosi, I was not being clear. We'll just keep this one in clear, just to save some time. Ah! Oh. Always make sure your pipe's in tune. There it is. All right, 20 minutes. Plenty of time, probably. Yeah, and so of course, depending on this, where you flip them, right? You're either gonna have the yellow on the outside or the blue on the outside, right? Yeah, you could start, just like lightly torch them, like go back and forth. Yeah, just start. That one's kind of small. I didn't ask for a bigger one. Okay, so again, you guys, for this first starter bubble, you can use the marver if you're more comfortable. I like the block. Just allows me to shape center and cool it a little bit better. Thanks, Ken. You were my rock. What did we say yesterday? The rock that holds my picnic blanket down. When the wind's not blowing. Are you breaking my shards? They are delicate. Yeah. All right, so a little thickness down there. You were looking for that double wall thickness. So as you guys have your bubbles collapse, that's because those side walls are a little thick. Easy. They're delicate, it's glass. So you can also use a hot plate. If you guys have access to a hot plate, that'll work too with those. Oop, gonna go quick. I gave you an unwinnable job. All right. 15 minutes. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Where's my 10? There it is. I know, dude, I'm so messy today. Move that, we'll move that. I swear to God there wasn't one there before, so I went and got that one. And that came out of nowhere. Big dips coming out. So remember, it's super light when you're blocking, right? You should be able to run it true, right? So just like. Very light. You're pushing more than you're pulling up, all right? All right. How they look? Yeah. All right. Real quick heat. And we'll roll them up. You ready, Dan? Oop. I'm not. All right. See how it works. Oh, yeah. This one's going to be obnoxious. I love it. Oop, missed a spot. Ah! Everything's fine. Everything's under control. Nobody panic. No, we're good. Let's save some for the kids. And by kids, I mean full grown-ups. Right, so you can paper it. I find it destroys the paper, so I'll just go for like a nice little light marber.
What's the likelihood we'll lose some of that?
What?
What's the likelihood?
Not a lot. Once it's like they're on there, right, and you pull them up, they sort of like start falling like leaves back onto the bubble. And even if you do, there's so like little color in there that it really doesn't matter, right? 8. I wanted to say 10, but it's an 8. So I've never actually tried this with a pull neck, and now I put a bunch of thick and thin spots. So that'll be fun. Be a learning experience. I'm going to melt this into the surface a little bit more. All right, so we'll hit the 8. All right. And it's cool too, like I was saying before, depending on which side is up, you know, you'll see more of the the yellow with a halo of blue or the blue with a halo of yellow, right? You can sort of start to see that forming right now. I like this pattern a lot. You don't see this a lot. It's sort of fallen out of fashion. Where am I at? We got this. Yeah. I do want to put like a blue or green foot on it. Yeah. And then if we have time, some split handles. You guys don't have any plans, right? We can do this. Okay. So I'll hang it down, I'll inflate. All right. Now I'll give it a marber. All right. Big, long rotations, like Jesse was saying yesterday, in the front of the iron. Hang it down and blow. Right? See that shoulder now? It's wide, right? That's what we're going to use to push against. And Kosi is doing the most important thing that I forgot to ask him to do, is heat up those jacks, right? Because here we go. Cold jacks, I'm sure you guys have noticed, will freeze up your neckline, and with a thing like this, it's super important. All right, here we go. Nice and slow, grab this. I go to about a third down, and then I start to put my jack line in, and now I'm drawing that neckline out, right? All right, ever so softly, Kosi. Butterfly whispers. A little harder. Good, off for a sec. Right, so now it's still moving up here. While it's still moving up here, I gotta get my neckline in. So I'm doing it as close to the moil as possible, right? That's where there's a little extra heat. Blow again, please. And then after you get that in, you can go back and straighten that cylinder that you've made. All right, off. Yeah, it went better than I thought it would. All right. So now I've got my tube. Make sure to keep it flashed, right? These tubes will pop on you if you spend too long on this ball. Fortunately, we only got 12 minutes left, so we're gonna go pretty quick.
What do you need next?
Huh?
What do you need next?
I don't know. Divine salvation? Oh, with the glass.
Yeah.
A little more air in a second. So you can straighten it with the paper too. Just make sure the paper's not too wet. And go ahead and blow, please. Keep going. And off. Nice. Perfect. Thank you. Let's go, what, a green foot, right? This is blue and yellow. I think a green foot would look good on that. So let's do a double dip on a 3/4, please. It's gonna take some time. Ben, do you wanna give me another little puff here? Just soft, right? Like little mouse farts. All right, hanging it down, right? It's still a ball. All right, 2 seconds, Ben. All right, yes, please. Blow. All right, now blow hard. Wicked hard. All right, stop. Perfect. All right, pretty decent, right? So there's a little waste in here, and I'm not gonna worry about that, right? This is cold and stable. We need that to be cold and stable. We can't sort of go back. But once I flip it over, right, I'll have plenty of time to, thank you. Or no, we're gonna go drop foot. And I need those back, Ken. You're just trying to help. It's okay. All right, so letting that whole thing cool. Remember, right in the old toe crotch. Straight up.
I'm sure.
What? You are perfect. Just the way you are. Nice. Thank you. You can go ahead and start the punny since we're rushing. Right, shape centering and cooling with the back of my jacks. You could also use the tag. Noah, you want to flatten this with the tag for me, and I'll hit it with the jacks real quick. All right, so just like yesterday, right, grab it here. She's pushing against me, I'm pushing against her. Making it nice and flat. Thanks, buddy. They got time, plenty of time. Put a little matching lip wrap on this. A little green lip wrap, some green handles. Do little split handles, big old flash. Beautiful. Yeah, give that a quick little flash, Kosi, and I'll be ready for you. Right, my reason is he's perfect, my foot's still hot, right? So I'm gonna cool my foot down. I actually let it bow out while I was turning too fast. All right, come on over. All right, turn, turn, turn into it. Oop, right there, there. Yes, no. Let's go ahead and punch it. All right. Excuse me, Dan.
It's still going.
Well, yeah, it's still going. I think it's still going. Ooh, it looks nice.
29% battery.
Boom, boom. How's Cozy doing? Looks good.
Yeah.
Hey, he's doing great. Thank you. So I'll show him how to jack and crack, and then we'll. Oh, maybe not. Let's yeah, let's not do that. Let's go for that lip wrap. Yeah, green. Lip wrap, you always want to start when the lip is closed. But I was going to show you the jack and crack the other way, but in the interest of time, we'll just finish this thing up. All right, nice heat on that. A little thick, no big deal. Yeah, come on over. What? No, give her. No. All right, fine. On up top, you want to go up top? That's fine. Whoop. Right, pull to your diameter that you want, and then throw it down, or you can cut it, right? And I'll write those bits on the board today. I know I promised you the feet yesterday. I promise, I'll write the different shapes of the bits. Maybe we'll go over that during handle practice. So I'll open this up and I'll do two handles, like 1.5 gathers, or just like something like the size of your thumb, and I'll cut them in half, and we'll do some split handles on there. Oh, Eric Meek showed me like when I first got here. I think they're so clever. They look like little mustaches, but we'll go vertical with them. All right. Nice big heat on that. Yeah, paddle please. On you go. Right, so we can make it flared if we want to. I'm gonna go on the outside, fix that lip a little bit. Right, you can keep it flared just like that. Give me one more heat. I'm gonna show you how to flare the hell out of it now. All right, so I've isolated that heat. What I'm gonna do, this is good if you're not gonna trim it, it's really good to do this. You could flare it out like this, or you could keep on going until it's flat. That looks pretty good. All right, go ahead. Right, pushing that back a little bit. Green, yeah, we'll all match in green. Yeah, maybe like a dip and a half. I'd rather have more than less. All right, pushing behind there. It's still a little chilly, but I got some time while I'm waiting for Kosi to straighten everything out. Yeah, and just one quick pass, Kosi, and bring it on over. All right, let's go. What? Yeah, what? Right up here, this silly goose. Nice. You can cut some of that off and then go gather again with it. All right. Oop, nope, this way. We want this way. Whoopsies. Almost made mustache ones. What's so funny up there? Yeah? I'll fix it. All right, so we'll start with the first one. That down there. Second one, right there.
Ready or not?
Yeah, sure. Diamond shears, diamond shears. Such a silly goose. Okay, straight up. Ooh, this one's big. That's okay, right? We'll take what we need. All right, pull up, cut low. What am I doing? This, that's what I'm doing. Split it. And notice I don't try to attach it immediately, right? There's still that cut mark in there. And so when I flash and heat it, that gets rid of that cut mark, and then you can go ahead and place it. Yeah, these are super fun. How are we doing? 2 minutes. Rachel! I'm trying to paint. All right, up here. Pull back. Up there. And they almost match. All right. You guys know it's harder than one handle, right? 64 handles, correct. How are we doing on time, Dan? I can go, oh, fantastic. Don't tell me that, let's make another one. Yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll crease that, try to match them a little bit. Nice. Any questions, guys? Nothing? What? Oh, thank you. You notice, right, the difference? You guys can come on up if you want. But you can see, like, the yellow that's surrounded by the blue, or like the blue that's surrounded by the yellow. Right, it gives like sort of different effects, right? I really like it. It's like a watercolor effect. Or like, yeah, like little matte eggshells. All right, you want to glove it? Yeah. And next time I'll show you guys how to put an ice catcher in it. Okay. So those are the two types of bottles, right? This afternoon I'll show you guys a little bit more on handles and bits and wraps and things like that, and we'll do handle practice. And I'll also show you any of these things you want again, right? Because we're kind of zooming along. Okay. Little taparoo. Remember, right on the watermark. You're gonna have to hold it.
So don't hold it.
Hey. Oh, I guess maybe. Did I lie? I just don't want you to get burned. I want you to get toasty. Okay. Okay. Is that it? Oh, yeah! This thing just started beeping. Ooh, Brad, it got hot. We said it wouldn't get hot, it got hot. Hey guys, thank you for coming to check out my live stream. For more information or to find out where you can sign up for classes, go to cmog.org/thestudio. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.